Oh my gosh, y'all. So I'm in front of the window, so it's kind of like creepy because I feel like people are staring at me because they can clearly see through this window. But let me go ahead and get this off of my chest. So I was just sitting back there and I was looking at something on YouTube or Google or something, and I just was like, wow, you know, I am achieving some of my goals where I was really, I don't want to say I thought I was going to be a failure. I don't want to say, even though that's kind of the title of where this is going, I really thought people wouldn't believe in me. You understand? Never was I raised to not believe in myself, or never was I raised to doubt myself. But I didn't think people would believe in me how I believed in me. I didn't think people would believe in my ideas the way that I believe in my ideas. I didn't think so, you know. When you look at it, even me saying, when people ask me today, what's your major? Art. People don't really care, you understand? But when you go to somebody else and they be like, oh, my major is physical whatever, or sports medicine, or criminal justice, or law, nursing, biology, people like, wow, how is that? But people look at me and be like, oh, well, that sounds easy. And a lot of the time I'm like, yeah, you know, it's easy for me because it's something I love. So when I say I chose art because it would be easy, it's because it's something that comes naturally to me, or it's something that I can work on and acquire the skill for. Not because it's something that takes little to no effort, because just like y'all putting in work, we're in the art building when we have art classes, and we're putting in work, and we're staying there for long hours. We're staying there in the night. A lot of our professors teach us at night, 6 to 8:30. You understand? There's a lot of classes going on that time. So we put in the long nights and stuff just like everybody else do. So just because I'm an art major doesn't mean that it's any easier than learning, you know, the things you have to learn for biology or law or this, that, and the third. Maybe it's not as complex, but it definitely takes time, and you definitely have to know what you're doing. So, but not just that. It's really a matter of me launching like my paintings and my custom art, my custom shirts, my custom wig line and stuff like that. I didn't think people would see my vision for it. I didn't think people really care, you know. You don't do things for the approval or the stamp of approval from people. Like, I look around me and, you know, we're not, as fashion bloggers, plus size YouTubers, anything like that, we're not constantly, I'm not praised by the people around me. You understand? They don't tell me, I see the work you're putting in, you're doing so well, you've grown so fast. They don't tell me these things. And that's the thing, I don't need them to tell me. You understand? Because if I did things for the stamp of approval from them, I would never be where I'm at today. Never. You understand? So, it's always the strangers, or the people you don't really know, who come up and be like, or comment. They don't come up, you know, but comment and say, you really hit 30,000 in about 6 months, or you really must be doing something right, or I've yet to dislike a video from you. You are in school, still posting videos consistently, which I feel like is kind of false, because I used to post like almost every day, and now it's just like a couple times every 2 weeks maybe. But they was like, but you're still posting, you know. A lot of people, once they do something in their life, that like go to school for instance, or move or something like that, they don't post. And they was like, but you're posting, you're consistent, I admire your ambition, your hustle, your grind. And I'm like, I have no choice. You understand? I have no choice but the hustle. I have no choice but the grind. You can't start something and then just stop, you know. And that's just how I feel. I feel like I can't. I put too much into this for me to start it and then take a month off and then try to come back with a whole bunch of videos, and then to take, because I'm going back to school in August, then to take 6 months off and then try to come back in December, or 5 months and try to come back in December and be the same, you know, have the same fans, have the same this. It's not gonna work for me. It won't work. So maybe I put off receiving new packages and put off, you know, doing some things for this month, but I still wanted to have content to get out there. But on a serious note, on a more, even though that was serious, on a deeper note, you don't see many success stories from New Jersey, and you rarely hear about the success stories from North Carolina. But I'm gonna say Jersey, because that's where my roots are. That's where my roots, that's where I'm planted. You understand? That's where my seeds were planted. If you look around you when you go there, it's the violence levels, the poverty, the homelessness, the unemployed, the welfare, it's a lot of things people wouldn't perceive as success. And I'll say that. So for me, I didn't think people would see my version of success. I didn't think people would believe in my ideas, you understand? And when I look back and I look at my roots and where I'm from, and I go back, it's just like, wow, you know, you started here. You understand? You started here, and you know what it's like. Not just me, but a lot of people who, all right, I'll say it like this. I know I get all over the place, but a lot of people who attempt to start something, they're stopped by fear, the fear of failure. But they don't know that failure, in order to succeed in anything, it's going to come with failure. Failure is merely just a lesson. Failure is not the downfall. Failure shouldn't determine who you will be in life. You know, the people highest up have failed. And I hear that constantly. People always say, Oprah, they look at her and they say, she was fired, you know. Around age 20 something, I guess. She was fired from a good job, or I guess a major job. And look at her now. People will look at Jay-Z and say, he was a drug dealer. He was a drug dealer. And in a lot of people's eyes, being a drug dealer, you're a failure. You understand? And look at him now. There's almost everybody highest up have, well, a lot of people high up, a lot of people who are wealthy or famous, they have, or even comfortable. I just want to be content with my life. I don't want to have to struggle. I don't want to, y'all know what I'm saying. I want to be comfortable. I'm not begging for riches. I'm not begging for wealth. I'm not begging for mansions. I'm not begging for BMWs or Bentleys. I'm not begging for none of that. I want to be able to pay all my bills on time. I want to be able to provide, once I have children, a decent household, and, you know, I want them to never have to want or need for anything. I just want to be comfortable. So, I think I got off track. But people come from single mother households, single father households. People know what it's like to not have a father. People know what it's like to be abused. People know what it's like to, you know, be, I guess, to be told that you're never going to be nothing by the people closest to you. You understand? People know what it's like, and we go through that. People go through that and they still make something out of themselves. And I feel like a lot of people are stopped by their parents, you know, telling them that they would never be successful doing what they want to do. But I have yet to face that in my household. I have yet to say, go get a 9-to-5, because you would never succeed being a fashion blogger. You would never succeed being a painter. You would never succeed drawing pictures. You would never succeed making wigs or doing makeup. You would never succeed in that. So go get you a 9-to-5, something that you know you're gonna get a check for every week or every 2 weeks. I didn't have to come across that in my household. But I know it's a lot of people whose visions, whose dreams, whose ideas have been crushed by their parents or their spouses, or, you know, people like that, telling them that they would never do good in that. And I know it's such a hard thing to face. But the only person stopping you from succeeding, the only person stopping you from your vision of success or your idea of success, or you starting a YouTube channel, you starting a boutique, you starting a business, you starting whatever you want to start, is you. You're the only person who can come in between that. You understand? When I started this, I'll say when I started YouTube, I wasn't being paid by YouTube to make YouTube videos. A lot of people who just start weren't being paid, you know. And what I got, $2 one month, $17 the next month, or the next 2 months or something like that. What is $19? My content wasn't worth $19, and they don't deposit into your account until you have hit a threshold of at least $100. You understand? So it wasn't the money that motivated me. It was my ideas and the fact that people actually loved some of the ideas that I came up with. That's what it was. When I started painting, I didn't just have customers. I didn't just have clients. People didn't just say, hi, I would love for you to paint me this huge picture, you know, 5 by 4 feet, and I'll pay you $2,000-$3,000. No, hell no. Ain't nobody come up to me and say that. You understand? I started from building my website. And I built my website with money out of my pocket. You know, not money that I made from painting, or money that I made from event planning, or money that I made from selling a custom wig or doing a YouTube video. So, people, and even about YouTube, some people ask me, hey, I've been doing it for this amount of time, I have this amount of subscribers, how am I doing good? Is that normal? Or, you know, should I just give up? It's not about how many subscribers you have. It's not about how many comments you get, or likes you get, or views you get on a video, unless you're doing it for the money. It's, are you giving up on your idea? Are you giving up on yourself and what you potentially wanted to do? Have you done that? Have you got your message out there? Have you got your fashion ideas out there? Have you got your makeup tutorials out there? You know? Why do you do YouTube? Why do you do anything you do? So don't ask me, is it normal, is it average? It's just, it's different, you know? I can't judge what's average for you, because it might not have been average for me or the next person. Everybody's subscribers, viewers, followers, whatever, grows at a different pace. So that was basically my little rant for today, because I was really in my feelings about how much you guys have supported me. I was really in my feelings about how far I have come. This time last year, I was dead fucking broke. This time last year, I had so many ideas but didn't know how to get them out there. This time last year, I wasn't happy. You understand? I was not happy. And then if I look at myself in the mirror today and evaluate where I'm at and evaluate where I have come, I'm extremely excited. I'm extremely excited for my future. I'm extremely appreciative of my past. You understand? I have a story, and a lot of people, if they lived in this story, if they had this story, they would have been deterred by it. A lot of people wouldn't have pushed through. You understand? And I understand that everybody go through things, but yeah, I have a story, and I could have let it stop me. I could have let my past determine where my future would go, but instead I used any pain, any lessons from before, and used it to my best ability, and I've grown from them. I've achieved my version of success from them. So I'm super excited for my present. I'm super excited for the future and what's gonna come. So thank you guys so much. You have been super supportive, and you're the reason why I went on this rant. Because don't let failure decide, you know, who you're gonna be, what you're gonna do in life. Failure is a part of any success story. Don't let it down you. You know, keep doing you. Eventually, if you have this is the last sentence, y'all. I just keep thinking of stuff. But if you have an idea, if you believe in yourself enough, eventually other people will believe in you as well. I'm done. I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. I absolutely love you guys. I try to respond to everybody, try to answer all the questions. I'm sorry if I don't. Thank you so much, y'all.